How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite aviation channel, and today we are finally back with a new airport update for Karachi Jinnah International Airport. As you can tell by the title, today is August 14th, 2023, the 76th Independence Day of Pakistan, and of course it's a tradition on this channel that we do some sort of special Pakistani airport update every Independence Day. So this is, I believe, the 7th or 8th straight year we're keeping up with this tradition. So the past few years I've always done like some sort of special Karachi or Lahore update. This update is not necessarily like special, it's nothing too crazy, but there is some, you can see the new model here, the Thai 787. There is some long-awaited stuff to go over in this video. So even though it isn't necessarily like a really special setup type video, it's still really long awaited and some really cool stuff to go over in today's video. So welcome to Karachi update number 55. It's based today at 11:30 p.m. So just beginning the nightly international arrival and departure rush that lasts all the way through 5 through 7 a.m. It starts around 10 p.m. and then it just steady influx of international arrivals and departures, like I said, through 6, 7 a.m. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so keeping up with the standard order of how we do these Karachi updates, we're starting off with the domestic side of the terminal first, or technically they call it the domestic terminal, even though it's just a separate pier. It's not a separate terminal, but we'll start off on this side of the airport at gate number 17 with this AirCL Airbus A320, which has just come in from Lahore as flight 146. Of course, between like 10 through 11:30, this is another domestic arrivals rush. All the planes coming back into Karachi from mainly Islamabad and Lahore. So that's between 10:30 through 11. There are a few departures. I believe one to Lahore at 10 p.m. and then there might be another one somewhere else, but it's mainly just domestic arrivals from other parts of the country. So that's AirCL just came in from Lahore. Next gate here is that's gate 16, AirCL A320. This just came in from Islamabad. Of course, it's flight 126, just getting offloaded, serviced, everything here. Next to that we have the PIA A320 in the retro livery, the really bold, inaccurate retro livery APBLA. This plane is just pulling into gate number 15, and that's coming from Faisalabad. This flight 341. Next to that, gate 14 is the I know it's Air Arabia. I've said this every single time. It's just operating as Fly Jinnah because number one, I haven't made a Fly Jinnah model, and number two, nobody's made one in 1/4 scale either. So do I plan to make a Fly Jinnah custom? I don't know. I just can never really find the time to do that. I still haven't made a Serene A330 custom either. It's been crazy. I haven't even made the Air Blue 321 yet, but we'll see when that happens. I'd love to do that soon. Anyway, this, just imagine it's Fly Jinnah. This is a A320, just came in from Islamabad as flight 675. Over here, the absolute meme of a plane, the PIA A320 in the SkyTeam livery. You would think it's a fantasy livery, but it's actually a real thing. Somehow PIA managed to get a SkyTeam livery in their fleet despite not even being close to being part of any airline alliance. But they have the SkyTeam livery like we've covered in previous videos. This 320 just came in from Lahore as flight 307. And not only this, the Interjet planes, they're still flying around in Interjet livery. They're not even in PIA livery. They're still in Interjet livery, still at almost 2 years onwards, and so I don't think they're going to repaint anytime soon, which is hilarious. Anyway, last plane here, Serene 737-800, and this is here from Lahore. Oh wow, Lahore, big surprise, flight 525. And then just a quick jump over here to the ATR area. This is a ATR 42. This came at 8:30 p.m. from Succar's flight 537. And it just sits here till it departs somewhere else the next morning, like Bahawalpur or Gwadar or somewhere like that. But that's here. It's been here for about 3 hours. Alright, shifting our attention to the domestic side of the terminal. Right here at gate 22, we have the Fly Dubai Boeing 737 MAX 8. Just getting ready to push back, offering service back to Dubai, of course, as flight 330. It's kind of cool if you look closely on the left side of your screen, you can just barely make out the pushback tug. If you look through the glass jetway there, you can kind of see the yellow of the pushback tug, which is pretty cool. It just shows the amount of detail that goes into making these little airport accessories. But yeah, Fly Dubai, pretty common MAX operator to Karachi. Iraqi Airways, can you believe it? They took delivery of a bunch of brand new planes, A220s, 787s, and 737 MAXs. They've actually been flying the MAX to Karachi as well, but nobody's made a model of it. Hopefully someone can make that soon, because I love the Iraqi Airways livery. It's so cool, and they have a beautiful looking MAX, a MAX 8. So yeah, but Fly Dubai, they fly this pretty often to Karachi now. They do fly it in conjunction with the 738, which has also been released recently by NG Models. I don't really know if I should get it. It is available, but it's not a big priority considering the MAX 8 is, just as common. But yeah, that's that. And then here's their parent company, also the unofficial flag carrier of Pakistan, Emirates 777-300 ER. This is just about to commence pushback for Dubai as well. It's flight 603, yeah, pushing out of its usual gate, number 23. And by the way, the new livery 777 has made a couple visits to Karachi. It actually came in yesterday, or from the day I'm filming this on August 12th. It came in yesterday. I forgot which flight it came in on, but yeah, that new livery has come in a few times to Karachi, which is pretty cool. And I do believe they will, like geminijets, for example, is going to release that model soon. So definitely expect to see it in a future video somewhere down the line. And also, sorry, before I forget, I promised my good friend OC Aviation, or here's his Instagram right here. I promised I'd give him a shout out because he's just short of 100 followers. So if you guys could check him out, give him a follow, he would appreciate it. So this is for you, Aviation 376 or OC Aviation. I will link it in the description, but go check him out. Requested a shout out for hitting 100 followers, so go check his page out, and also his channel, which I'll link in the description below, OC Aviation. So yeah, thanks a lot. That's for you, man. And let's continue with the update. And long-awaited return of Thai Airways. The reason why this video is like 2 months, well, the reason why it's been 2 months since the last Karachi update is because of this model right here. This Thai 787 was, I believe, announced or released by NG back in like March or April, maybe earlier, but it's just been delayed for so long, and I honestly did not want to do another Karachi update without Thai Airways because they've been back for a while now. They've, I think, resumed service back in like mid of 2022, so they've been back for a while. I didn't want to do another Karachi update without them, and I know I said in a previous update that I promised to have the Thai 787 by the next update or something like that. And here we go. It took a while. This model was delayed for a while, along with the Qatar 787-8 that I also bought with this. You'll see that in a future video. But finally received it in the mail earlier this week when I got back from Guatemala. Well, it came, I think, last week, but I was, again, out of the country. I was in Guatemala for 2 weeks, and I got back earlier this week, or from the time you're watching this, I got back last Tuesday. But yeah, I've been super excited to put this in the update for Karachi, and it's finally here. So Thai Airways, yes, if you don't know, ever since they resumed service to Karachi, they were flying the 787. Karachi is mainly served on the Dash 8, but we do get the Dash 9 every now and then. It's really, they're kind of inconsistent, to be honest, with what they fly, not just to Karachi, but to all of Pakistan. Islamabad right now is getting the 777-200. Before, they were getting the 7878 as well. Lahore is also right now getting, well, they mainly get the 350 because Lahore loves to one-up Karachi and everything. But they've also gotten, their mix of planes, 787, 777, whatever. So they're really inconsistent, but I think if you could, associate one Thai Airways plane with each city, each of their destinations in Pakistan, I would say it's the 788 for Karachi, it's the 350 for Lahore, and then it's the 222 for Islamabad. Not sure why they have this big, why they don't just fly one plane to all three cities. I'd prefer the 350, to be honest, because it's a beautiful looking plane. I prefer the 350 a lot more than the 787 just overall, but you know, Thai Airways is back. I can't complain. And this is a beautiful model too. This is HS TQE. This plane has come in, I think, 2 days in a row. Came in, yeah, back-to-back days to Karachi. So yeah, pretty cool. Beautiful livery. A nice replacement for the 330 for sure, because that's what Thai used to fly back in the day before, you know, pre-pandemic, and then they retired most of their fleet. They still have like 3 left, I think, but those don't come here. It's all 787s. So yeah, nice one. Really happy to have Thai back. And this is 342, flight 342 back to Bangkok, and came in as flight 341. All right, next up is another long-awaited return. Actually, Air China was flying the A330-300, if you might remember, for a long time. Even like when I went to Pakistan last year, they were flying the 300, and that's what I spotted when I was, you know, in my plane spotting video. You'll see the 300. And so they were operating that for a long time. Literally just about a month ago, they changed the flight back to the 200, which is crazy because I was actually planning to get the NG Air China 300 because they had kept it flying here for so long. But thankfully, you know, for my wallet's sake, they reverted it back to the 200 recently. So Air China flight 945 and 946 is back to being the 200 like it was pre-pandemic. So right here at gate number 25 is the Air China A330-200, and this is getting serviced for its return flight to Beijing as flight 946, and it comes in from Beijing with a stopover in Islamabad as flight 945. So yeah, this is a long time model. I've had this for about, I got it 2017. So it's, yeah, over 6 years already I've had this plane, which is crazy. I can't really talk. I've had this thing for like 10 years now, this Emirates 777. Literally, I got it in like 2013. So over 10, almost, yeah, over 10 years I've had that plane, which is pretty crazy to think about. But Air China and Thai are back. I don't think you guys really care that they're back, but to me it's pretty cool to have this set up again and in a more accurate fashion. Because before I had the 330, 300 for Thai Airways, and that was inaccurate. I kept saying I'm gonna get the 787, whatever. Finally have it, so really happy to have it in the collection. Okay, taxiing into gate 26 is the Iran Air A300. I think it's a once weekly service. So technically it shouldn't even be here because this video is coming out on Tuesday, and I think they only fly on, I don't know what days they fly. I never bothered to check, but they don't fly daily. They fly at least once a week or twice a week. But whatever, it's a special day, so I'll put them in. Iran Air A300 600 coming in from Tehran as flight 812. And so yeah, they also are pretty inconsistent with their planes because it is Iran Air. They don't have a, you know, their fleet has been hit with sanctions, you know the story. So some days they'll fly a 321, some days it'll be a 310, some days it's a 300. And the past, I think, 2-3 weeks, it's actually been a Keshem Air A300. It's not even Iran Air, it's Keshem Air. It's a completely different airline that they've been flying to Karachi. So that's cool. I love the livery, you know. Iranian Airlines got some pretty cool liveries. Iran Air's livery itself is simple but pretty cool. Keshem Air has a decently looking livery. That one airline, what's it called? Mirage Airlines? They have like a leopard or something on the side of their 300. That thing is super cool. So yeah, Iranian Airlines are really fascinating. They have so many random old planes, which they can't really control, unfortunately, but they got some pretty dope looking airplanes. But yeah, that's coming from Tehran. And then right here, last plane, Airblue A320, just pulling into gate 27 from Dubai as flight 111. So yeah, that's Airblue. All right, and that is it for this Karachi update. And here's my little route sheet just behind the scenes. So this is what I write all the flights on so I can refer to them. And here's on the other side, that's O'Hare Terminal 5 coming out next week or something. I have yet to film that video. But thank you all for sticking around till the end. Happy 76th, is it? 76th Independence Day to Pakistan. The country that has played a big role in my life. Of course, it's a part of my heritage, so I have to honor that every chance that I can. In terms of news, I kind of gave you all some updates as we went along. The biggest one, I think, on the domestic side is that PIA is getting privatized, allegedly, which is huge because the government, I don't mean to take sides here, but I think it's pretty obvious that the government can't do a good, consistent job running PIA, so it's high time that they are privatized. And it's a good thing because if you look at other private airlines, literally AirSeal is like balling out of control right now. They are, from what I can, I've never flown them, obviously, but from what I can tell, they look to be probably one of the best, probably the best in Pakistan right now. So, and that's a privately owned carrier, and I mean, if private airlines are making it work, then it's high time that we nationalize, or not the opposite, we privatize the flag carrier, which is PIA. And you saw with Air India just got privatized earlier this year, and they are just out of control in terms of growth. You might have seen my recent Air India video. They are literally on trajectory to become a global player, and I want to see the same thing for PIA like they were back in the day. Literally a global, like a, not a phenomenon, but they were like a well-known name across, like Emirates. They were the Emirates back in the day, in the 60s and 70s, kind of, if you will. And they pretty much started Emirates. You've heard that story over and over again. But I'll make a separate video on PIA privatization, all that stuff. I would love to make that. So hopefully by next week or soon you'll see that video come out. So yeah, but that is gonna do it. I think that's all the news that I really have for Karachi and PIA. I always forget to. I always remember, I should say, the news topics after I finish the video. The one airline that I would like to see, well, add soon, Ethiopian, I did cover in the last update. They are doing pretty well. 2 months on since their inaugural flight, they're doing pretty good. I think I'm not too sure, I think it's 4 times a week they fly here. It used to be twice, but I think they upgauged it to 4 times a week, sorry, on the 737 MAX. So maybe by the next update I will have them here. I don't know. The only MAX model of Ethiopian is the Aero Classics version. It's not a very good mold. So either I wait for NG to release one, whenever that may be, or I immediately get this Ethiopian model by Aero Classics, which is like $25. So let me know what you think. If you want to see Ethiopian, the correct version, not the 787 or 777 like I showed in the previous update, but let me know if you want to see that model, whatever. It's only $25 right now unless somebody buys it. Anyway, but that's it. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. A lot of good stuff coming out soon. Tomorrow is actually this channel's 11th anniversary, so a special video is coming out, hopefully, for that. Thank you all so much again for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.